of the Final Fantasy VII Randomizer, where, due to the settings that I selected, not all that much is randomized. So far, only the starting equipment and stats of the characters, and enemy names. But it was more stable than some of the other randomizers seeds I'd tried out. Yo, man, you're late! Sorry to keep you waiting. I guess everyone's here now, so let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis of the planet. Let's hear it all. Well, let's hear it all from an unreliable narrator. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Well, yeah, he was older than me and hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other, until one day, after the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. Dude, 16-year-old in an elite military unit, you ain't happening. Sure is raining hard. Yes, hey, how are you doing? Bleh. Alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Everything okay? There's actually a cool little detail that you can spot, if you know, in the first chapter of Remake Part 2. Settle down. The game needs some new materia. Can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. Well, he's freaking 16. He's a high schooler. You going to brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say it like that? I joined Soldier to be like you. By the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. So, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures. Then, we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. So, maintenance by Shinra is absolutely but. Brutal creatures where? The Mako reactor at Nibelheim. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. Hometown. Thunk. So something strange just crashed into the truck. That would be our monster. Oh, the epic music. Those chosen by the planet. Okay, Cloud's MP at whatever the hell level this is not actually that bad. And, okay, so Sephiroth's damage is significantly less than it normally is in this point in the game. At least he absorbs... yeah, okay, so Cloud's dead. Sephiroth is just going to revive him. So Sephiroth should be dealing about 2k worth of damage. Not 300 damage. He's supposed to be level 50. So this might take a while of autopilot because I cannot control Sephiroth whatsoever. The dragon apparently cannot damage Sephiroth. So we're just going to sit there and... Oh, hey, life 2! Sephiroth actually gives us crap about Cloud. We're just going to sit here and wait until something happens. Until the dragon is dead. Or the Eshigiri. Cloud can't hit it. Hey, the dragon finally succumbs. It's only supposed to take 2 hits from Sephiroth. Maybe 3 if you get a bit unlucky. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. No, Cloud, you were hitting just as high as he was. He is far stronger in reality than any stories you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Yeah, dude, you just died. Me, I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim, and I totally did not pass out twice on the way there. So, got Sephiroth. How does it feel? It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So, how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova, She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... Does he know is the big question. What does it matter? Or does he just think that his father's just a deadbeat who ditched his mum? And that honestly is probably the best option for him. Alright, let's go. I am curious to know whether or not Sephiroth will have a scene in the remake part 3 where he does actually legit find out his dad's Hojo and see if he freaks. I mean, almost pretty much everyone's going to take that news pretty bad. The Mako smells pretty bad here. Does it smell like rotten eggs? So if you go to like Rotorua, New Zealand, the entire town smells of rotten eggs because of all the sulfur. Is that what Mako smells like? Isn't that the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Drenova, that's the damned headless spook living in the Shinra building. No mate, it got out. That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. Tifa's only. Okay, Cloud, continue. The childhood friends reunite. I was really surprised with Tifa. The town was quiet. Everyone must be in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. No, maybe they're afraid of us. Convenient way to not have NPCs wandering around on the map and save on memory. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Oh, and you may visit your family and friends. Alright, immediately go to... Is this it? Is this Tifa's one? This is my house. It has nothing to do with what happened 5 years ago. Okay, cool. Yo, wait, I want to hear. Me too, it's been a long time, right? Tell us more. You saw your family, right? Don't want to talk about it. Well, I ain't gonna force you. Because we all want to do this one. Cloud, did you go into my house? Yes. I thought you might be home. And then we go upstairs. Okay, the layout is different in Remake for her house. Cloud, did you go into my room? Yes. Is it? Received orthopedic underwear. And you can still do this scene in Remake. Cloud! It's true. Cloud. We're talking about something really important here. And you can bang away on the piano. If you're good and know the keys, which I have absolutely no bloody idea on this controller layout, and also do not remember what keys you're supposed to press, you can play, I think it's Tifa's theme, or the main theme? Alright, where's Seph? Upstairs. Alright, let's go chat. What are you looking at? This scenery. I feel like I know this place. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3 beds. And one dude out here. We're short one bed. So there's only one person on lookout. Right? Can I go somewhere? But they're short one bed and there's 3 guys. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, let's get some sleep. I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I've heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. So that's one indication that something's up with the memories. Because being short one bed and having one person on lookout and 3 beds, maths doesn't quite add up. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out. Tifa's father, listen to me, Sephiroth. In case something happens, trust me. It'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Tifa, you're the guide? That's right. So happens I'm the #1 guide in this town. It's too dangerous. I can't get you involved in this. There's no problem if you protect her. Let's go. Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Pretty please. Cloud's like, yeah, all the photos. Cheese. Great, thank you. I'll give you each a copy once I get it developed. Back in the days of film where you have to wait for it to be developed. Mako reactor was built in Mount Nibel. Very, very spiky terrain. The cold mountain air of Mount Nebo was the same. Ah, yes. The mountain where you're trying to work out where the paths are. Ooh, can I look at what Sephiroth's materia and stats are? Okay, so his materia is set. And Sephiroth's like, no, fuck off. Wow, he has only 200 HP and he's level 7. You're supposed to be level 50 and be way stronger. Okay, what's your stats? What's your attack? Strength of 17. Lol. Cloud's strength is higher. His dex is higher. His vitality sucks. His magic, wow. Attack accuracy is max. Lol. What's Materia's Cloud got? Preempt. Okay. I mean, not bad. So that explains why Sephiroth was doing 1/10 of the damage he should have been. He is 1/5 of the level and his stats have probably scaled bizarrely. The bridge. On the plus side, he is supposed to be invulnerable in this section and hard-coded to be invulnerable. Oh yes, oh dear, the rickety old bridge has collapsed. And now they go splat. Them splatting into the river was a bit more obvious that they splattered into a river. So, we're down a person. Everyone seems to be alright. Will we be able to get back? These caves are intertwined like an ant farm. Oh, and Sephiroth. One person seems to be missing. It may sound cruel, but we've no time to search for him. We can't go back, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here. Okay, that's a bit different in Remake. So Remake, Sephiroth actually seems to have a bit more empathy towards the missing person. What's this? And he actually goes off and searches it for them for a couple of hours, I think, whilst Cloud and Tifa are recuperating. A mysteriously coloured cave. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Must be the micro energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the micro reactor was built here. Okay. So, up the corridor. Please be the right way. Good. There's not going to be any chests or anything to loot here. Ooh, pretty canyon. I reckon that background is taken from... There's that canyon in Arizona, I want to say? Wave Canyon, I think it is. That background looks like it might be a stock image from that. And what's this? A Mako fountain. It's a miracle of nature. So beautiful. And it's way more beautiful in Remake. And you see way more of them. All over the place. Oh my god, so many collectibles. If the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. But I think it looks cool with like the light shining down. I always thought it was like a gentle waterfall of Mako. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia you can also use magic too? You were in Soldier and you didn't even know that? The knowledge is the wisdom of the ancients. The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic, or so they say. Magic, mysterious power. I'm not doing the laugh. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use unscientific terms like mysterious power. Shouldn't even be called magic. Still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Or who do you think, Blondie? Hojo. An inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. The most accurate depiction of Hojo. So many complexes. A Mako fountain. So this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. The old Mako reactor with really bizarre plumbing choices, but okay, we want to go up. Further up. We finally made it. We sure took the long way though. Tifa, you wait here. I'm going inside too. I want to see. No company secrets, Missy. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. But take care of the lady. Nope. No entry for you, missy. Better take real good care of me then. I said that way too flirty. Tifa's only 16? Okay, where's the, next? Okay, so access to the Mako reactor. You have to jump down a train after walking on some very thin guardrails. Like, seriously, dudes, your design of here is rubbish ass. It is cool, yeah. Okay, so we've got a pipe called Genova and a sinister door called Genova. This is Genova, right? It won't open. So we come down here, see weird poddy things. All with the same number, so the same model. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. The valve was outside, which gives you time, whoopsies, for Sephiroth to peek, and that is the right valve. Oh no, so the valve is outside in Remake, but the valve is inside in this one. But having the valve outside makes way more sense, because it allows, like, Sephiroth to go looky things whilst Cloud is not there, and you get to see the shift between when Cloud leaves and Cloud returns. So good little bit of storytelling. Now, I see Hojo. But doing this will never put you in the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy, that is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Oh yeah, it becomes materia. Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Look. And yes, I'm trying to look through. Thank you. Let's have a look-see. And we get greeted with a distorted face. What is that? Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They have been exposed to a far higher degree of Mako than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly, and it's Hojo Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Normal members of Soldier. You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth! No. Was I? And there's the trigger. Was I created this way too? Am I the same as these monsters? You saw it. All of them were humans. Human, no way. Yeah, and they've just been set and forgotten. Ever since I was small, I felt that I was different from the others. Special in some way. But not like this. And a pod bursts open. Oh, the scream. There's actually no sound effect for the scream, but I assume there's an agonized scream. And the demon form. It's like, who knows how long these poor people are being left in those pods to rot, basically. Are they all failed experiments? Am I human? I didn't really understand what Sephiroth meant then. Yeah, Cloud, because you're a blonde dingus. I was even more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters. Damn, Shinra, the more I hear, the more I hate him. Who would have ever thought the Mako held such a secret? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett? Save game and rest. Yes, I haven't saved in a long time. I would like to save. Thank you very much. Alright, saved up. And we'll continue. Tifa, were you waiting outside then? Yes. We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. The villagers used to call it the Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. So Shinra is a pretty old company. Oh yeah, Zangan, Tifa's old master. So now we go up to the mansion. So how long has Sephiroth been researching in the mansion is the question. So I think in Crisis Core and Remake, it's implied that he's been in the mansion for the better part of a week. But in this one, the wording seems to indicate that it's more like a day or two. Okay, so hey, there's another dude. Weren't we down someone? There's an inconsistent number of NPCs. Okay, so we go down here. Layout of Shinra Mansion has completely changed in Remake. There is no upper floor. And I was slightly confused and surprised that they just opted to not have a second floor. You still access the underground section. Slightly less creepy, maybe. Less of a chains in that, and there's a massive ass dungeon beneath it now. Apparently a dead organism was found in the 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gast named that organism Genova. Okay, Genova confirmed to be an ancient. Genova project approved. So use of Mako Reactor 1, which is Nibelheim. First reactor ever built. So they assume that it is an ancient. They don't explain what they're logicking and how they proved it to be so. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Well, it depends. Professor gasped. Why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? Because your protege was a psychopath and murdered you cold. Alright, Seph. Let me be alone. No. What's down here? Nothing. Alright, fine. We'll bugger off. So that's a bit different. Okay, so now Sephiroth is staying in here. Didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. Then he reads all of the books. Well, a shit ton of books. Continued to read as though he was possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. So he's pulled multiple all-nighters. I mean, I'm sure even if he is super soldier, you gotta be pretty frazzled after multiple all-nighters in a row. And as far as I know, he has not sent for any coffee, and energy drinks don't exist in this world. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure there's no energy drinks. No Monster or Red Bull or whatever. So, he's got to be running on empty. Okay, dude, you got anything interesting? Sephiroth seems different. Yeah, dude, he's also probably bloody hangry. I don't think have the guys been trying to send him sandwiches? Has he had anything to eat? If you haven't eaten in a couple days, you ain't gonna be thinking straight. You gotta have food for your all-nighters, mate. Maybe if someone had just sent him down a plate of sandwiches, things might have been a bit better. Alright. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? You ignorant traitor, I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra were an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, then move on. Okay, so does that mean that the Cetra are from another planet? And switch between planets, migrate in, settle, and then move on? Or does that mean that they move across the planet? At the end of their hard, long journey, it was said that they would find the promised land and supreme happiness. But those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. So, humans are related to Cetra. That is why they can interbreed. Not humans and whatever Nanaki is, Red 13 is. Sephiroth? Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hit. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to multiply. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. I mean, dude, there's a shit ton of ruins around the place. What does that have to do with you? Don't you see? An ancient named Genova was found in a 2,000-year-old stratum. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients, or the Cetra. I am what was produced. Produced? Yes, Professor Gast, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. Does that mean he fucked the corpse? I mean, that's something Hojo would probably do. Sephiroth? Out of my way, I'm going to see my mother. I mean, just saying, Hojo would definitely be down for some weird, freaky stuff. Alright, so now we go chase Sephiroth up and out of here. Oh dear, the town's on fire. Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Probably. Then come over here and help. Oh dear, I'll check this house. You check that one over there. So in the time it took us to escape, Sephiroth has used fire gun multiple times on the village. Okay, house is no good. Terrible, Sephiroth, this is too terrible. And there, just murders. And the epic, iconic cutscene. Pan up. Honestly, this version and the remake version are both very, very good cutscenes. So good. Just so iconic. Oh, and then less iconic pan across the mountains. Again, we already saw these mountains. I mean, I'm not going to complain about the fast travel up to the top of the reactor, because that's a long-ass hike. Now, I'm going to be interested to know where this section cuts off in this compared to a remake. Papa! Sephiroth! Did Sephiroth do this to you? What even was he doing up here? Sephiroth, soldier, make a reactor, Shinra! I hate them all! And she grabs the sword. See, they were lying when they said only Sephiroth could use the sword back in the Shinra Tower. Tifa's used it too. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please, open this door. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? See, I don't think this bit is included in Remake Part 2. So this section was truncated a bit, which says to me that they're going to expand on it a bit later on, probably in the scenes where Cloud gets his memory back, or realizes his memories are false. Okay, Tifa, let's move you somewhere safe. You promised you'd come when I was in trouble. And just move you aside. I don't really know what it's going to do for you at this point. Like, I don't think Cloud's going to incure Materius. Okay. Put you to the sides, sit you up. And we go and take on Seph. Oh, and see more really cool stuff. So they make the outer casing for the Genova capsule into an angelic form like that. And again, access to this thing. You've got really cool shit with the giant tubes in that, but seriously, access ports. Let's take the planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the promised land. Sephiroth, my family, my hometown, how could you do this to them? Very easy, barely an inconvenience. They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But so they couldn't have voice acting on a PS1, but they could have the subtitles for it. Those worthless creatures. are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you. So don't worry. And that facade is useless. It's not even... Why do they have the facade except to look cool? I mean, it does look cool, but still. And in the creepy tank, we have the very creepy Genova, where you can actually read what the hell was on the plaque in Remake. What about my sadness, my family, friends, the sadness of having my hometown taken from me? It's the same as your sadness. Wait, what? Honestly? Really? My sadness? What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. Yeah, his delusions are not as obvious in Remake. I have orders to take the planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What should I be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. Yep, cray. And that's the end of my story. Okay, so that is where Remake ends as well. Wait a damn minute, that's it? No more? I don't remember. And what happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official records state Sephiroth is dead. I read it in a newspaper. Yeah, well, Shinra kind of lies a shit ton. Shinra owns the newspapers, so you can't rely on that. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. A lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Genova? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Did someone carry it out later? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth? Damn, none of this makes sense. I'm going, and gone. I'm leaving the thinking to you. Yo, Cloud. Let's get a move on. Alright. We're moseying on. Yo, come on, let's go. Oh, brother. Cloud. How bad was I after Sephiroth stabbed me? I thought you were a goner. I was so sad. The ancients, Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Whoopsies. And in Remake, Tifa shows Cloud her, well, wound, which is conveniently close to her boobs. Oh, Cloud, let me give you this. Oh, PHS. Yay, we can change party members on the world map. Woo! And it stands for something that is relevant to someone who grew up in Japan in the 90s or early 2000s, but anyone else is like, eh? I think it's like portable handy system or some bollocks. Okay, this one is rotation of map. And now we've got to go wrangle ourselves a chocobo to go across the swamp because I am not fighting the Midgar Zolom with my stats. I do have elemental resist, but they ain't working. Oh, these things are still out here. What are they again? Malsoxes? Oh, I've still got the same party. Excellent. We might as well keep with this party. These guys are in Remake Part 2, but they're not as demonically car-hurry. They're just Mad Max style bandits, which honestly kind of makes a little bit more sense than whatever the hell those things are. Some sort of Midgar bioweapon, no doubt. Over the hills and far away, we come across our chocobo stable because we do not want to go across the swamp ourselves. And there's a 2 red pixels by Cloud's feet. Okay. Work. Work. Work, work. Work. Okay, work. Work. Choco dance. You don't get to see a choco dance in Remake, unfortunately. That would have been really cool, cute little thing to add. I mean, the chocobos are bloody adorable and I absolutely love them in Remake. They are just awesome creatures and I want one. But we don't get the butt-waggling dancing chocobos. Now, are you going to give me the Choco Mog materia? Do I now have 2 Choco Mogs? I have 2 Choco Mogs. Okay. So that's a thing. So its starting materia is changed. As far as I'm trying to remember, no one comes with unique starting materia. Thinking of crossing the marshes? Yes. Then it'll probably be safe for you to get a chocobo. That way you can zip through the marshes with the chocobo. And we do not want to be hit by the Zolom. Serpent-like creature 30 feet tall. Detects the footsteps of anyone in the marshes. Alright, shut up and give me the Gusile greens and the shit. Oh, Man in Black Cape was heading to the marshes. Midgar Zolem's gonna get him, right? Okay, cool. So I guess I have to go to the barn to go talk to them to get a whatever it is, Chocolure. Okay, which one of yous is the selling? Chloe? Okay, nope, you just say welcome. Is the boy that what does it? Come on, don't run away from Chocobilly. Do you want a Chocobro? Yes. Gimme. Your folks are out of luck. Old folks. We're all out of Chocobos. I'm taking care of the ones out there for someone else. You know, if you really want a Chocobo, you should go catch one. Yes. Always appears with other monsters, yada yada yada. Gimme the shit. Or let me buy the stuff. Well, 2k gil to get the Chocolure, and I want it. And how fast a Chocobo will finish eating depends on what type of greens you feed him. Cool. There's a bunch of greens. So, Gasil, Kraka, Tanto, Fansana, Curial, or Mimet. I don't need to buy... Well, we'll get some crackers. 4 should be well and truly enough in case I fuck up. Yep, and run out. Oh, better equip that Better equip that Chocolure. And +1 luck. I don't have any other materials to fill the slots, so it might as well stick. Bit of extra crit chance. And now we just run around on here to get ourselves a Chocobo, which may or may not actually be called a Chocobo in the battle. We shall see. And there's the Chocobo with the groovy Chocobo theme. Alright. First item on the agenda. Find where the flip the crackers have got to. Cracker on Mets. Whack whack. Dead. Holy crap, you ate that fast. Wow, okay. I was not expecting you to chow through that so swiftly, Chocobo. What the heck is that? Imyankini. Wark wark. You just obliterated that! Wow, you must be a hungry Choco. But we gotcha. No items, but alright, cancel to get off. Chocobo escape when it demounts. Okie dokie. I sincerely hope that the shadow... I know you can corner trap the Midgar Zolom, but nope. We're not playing Snake. And we're off. Bye-bye, Choco. You can corner trap the Midgar Zolom, but I've never learned how to do that. Just get the Chocobo. And now, one screen that you can never return to, and you see the awesome strength of Sephiroth. With a shish kebabbed snake. Did Sephiroth do this? You get to see a little bit more of Sephiroth's power firsthand in Remake. Yep. Oh, we can have another look at the snake. And Cloud's going to say the same thing. So, like, that's a really neat bit of visual storytelling there. Hello, Mountain. Where you get to see what, essentially Sephiroth's power without, like, overtly seeing it, I guess. Now we're in the Mithril Caves, which of course in Remake got put into being an entire dungeon. Tent instead of something that is literally 2 screens long, but it makes sense, especially since there is a story beat in here, which is only like 2 dialogue text boxes in this one, but it's something that they could significantly expand upon. So here we come to the story beat here, where we meet Rude and a blonde-haired Turk. Just a second. We had a little bit of a conversation. Oh, who the hell are you? Do you know who I am, right? Yes, you're the Turks. Well, if you know, then this won't take long. It's difficult to explain what the Turks do. Kidnapping, right? To put it negatively, you could say that. But that's not all there is to it anymore. Sir. It's all right, Rude. I know you don't like speeches, so don't force it. Then explain, Elena. I am the newest member of the Turks, Elena. Thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short-handed. Reno's got hurt quite a bit then, but because of that, I got promoted to the Turks. Anyhow, our job is to find out where Sephiroth is headed, and to try and stop you every step of the way. Wait a minute, it's the other way around. You're the ones that are getting in our way. Elena, you talk too much. Sung. No need to tell them about our orders. Sorry, Sung. I thought I gave you orders. Now go, don't forget to file your report. Oh, right. I don't think Sung was present in this section in Remake 2. Very well, Rude and I will go after Sephiroth, who's heading for Junon Harbour. Elena, you don't seem to understand. Oh, shit. I've gone and blabbed again, haven't I? Go, don't let Sephiroth get away. Yes, sir. Yeah, not great for, like, a spy. Reno said he wanted to see you after the injuries you gave him healed. He wants to show his affection for you all with a new weapon. Well then. Where is Aerith? She with you? Aerith isn't with us, she's with the others. Oh, then give her my regards. And that's it. Elena gets a bit more of a sparky introduction in Rebirth. Oh, we climb up the route that they escaped on. Our remake, that tree is significantly larger. And we find ourselves on the world map, headed to Junon. Well, I think that does it for today. Until next time, this is Type This Out. Have a good day, guys. Bye!